All in, watch their face turn red. Oh, that's good. Alright, Big Red, Legacy League, fire it up. Let the string cheese commence. The finest string cheese. Hello, Jakey boy. How you doing? You wanna come up here with Dad? You got your trains? It's almost bedtime for Jacobs. What do you think? Maybe one quick red match and then Jake's gonna go to bed? Give me the big red deck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm curious what other cards are on the no-fly list. What are my other cards? Dragon Lord Ojutai is on my modern no-fly list. I'm not allowed to play that card in Modern Opens. Done that way too many times. I think that's it. Those are the two big offenders. Spellstutter Sprite and Dragon Lord Ojutai are like my two pet cards in Modern that I just really want to be good all of the time and just try and force it. So this deck is, I can actually zoom in on the cards here, I have a little bit more space. It's basically all in red. You play Blood Moons and Rituals to power out sneak attacks and Through the Breaches for Inferno Titans and Wormcoil Engines. And you can have turn 1 Blood Moons with Petals and Spirit Guides and all that fun stuff. So, howdy Pat5454, welcome. Oh god, we won the die roll, we're running so hot. Okay, so this hand, you always want to ask yourself, what does your opening hand do? This hand doesn't do anything, so we're going to mulligan. Just a bunch of fatties. That's so sad. This is such a bad start to the people that haven't seen this deck before. Hopefully our 5 is good. 5's fine. We've got turn 1 Chalice for 1. We're going to bottom a Gristle Branch. We're looking for mana. So we're going to play Chalice for 1 off an Ancient Tomb. But those both fly. I mean, you're not wrong. You are in fact technically correct. Which, one could argue, technically correct, the best kind of correct. Basic Island, so this Chalice for 1's probably pretty good. So now, we hope that the Chalice for 1 buys us enough time to stick some of our obnoxious things like our Chandra, the Flamecaller, or Inferno Titan. Look at that, we're hitting some lands here. Probably Miracle, so Blood Moon's not great in this matchup. Thankfully, we have Goblin Rabble Masters in the sideboard to replace those Blood Moons with. Alright, so we're missing a land. So we're looking for City of Traders or Ancient Tomb or, what's it called? Sandstone Needle as a double red source. Song name, it's pretty good. I don't know. It's just one of those annoying children's toys. Okay, so we are playing against Miracles. Soul Land. Do I want to Blood Moon him? Is a valid question. Blood Mooning doesn't seem like it'll do anything because I don't want to Blood Moon him because it's just going to take us off of a mana. It turns our Soul Land into a mountain. Oh, it is Oh Susanna, isn't it? Oh Susanna, don't you write for me. Boo doo 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 doo. Alright, we hit a land, so we're gonna cast this here Through the Breach. Opponent can't Spell Pierce us. This is Jacob. You can tell by the curly hair. D doesn't quite have this much hair. Opponent had what a joke. I was going to say we're so unlucky he had Force of Will in hand, but no, he countered it with Force of Will to the counterbalance. That is actually unlucky. If he just had Force of Will in his hand, like, he had his 4 of, NBD, but he had Force of Will on top of his deck. That's savagely unlucky. I know! We're so unlucky, Jacob! We're so unlucky! Yeah. Job. Yeah. Sure, Rocky. And that's why you play Counterbalance, right? You just, like, blindly flip things. That's why it's good. Job. Say it's not over till it's over, right, Jake? Exactly. Cast this here Seething Song. Cast this here Inferno Titan. I know, you're adorable. And this is probably going to get forced. There's a Terminus on top of his deck. We might just concede. No! No! Why is life so unfair? Why is life so unfair? You're such a brat. You're laughing at me because there's a Terminus on top of his deck? You're so rude, kid. Why are you so rude? Hey. No, he put the Terminus on top with his Jace. Like, this game's probably over. Oh, wait. Wait. The secret is here. It's not a... What's the rule? It's not a real game of Legacy until Simian Spirit Guide has been cast. Taking them to the Monkey Brown Town beatdowns. Monkey Brown Town beatdowns. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gonna get him. Gonna get him. Oh, jeez, it resolved. Oh, he's just going to Terminus it. No, my poor mana monkey. But Chalice, it only cost 1. Chalice should counter it, right? Look, you have to accept that you're going to lose games like this with this deck because there's equally obnoxious games that you just win. No one expects the hard cast Simian Spirit Guide. It just they get got. Now we can jam our other 6 drops. Yep. He had to discard. He's so unlucky. We know he has Force of Will in his hand, so there's no way this resolves. Hex is great. I still play Hex. I played Hex a bunch today. 5-0 to Gauntlet. Went 2-1 in the 5 Shards Weekly Tournament. So sometimes you cover Davy Gape. Yep. Actual counterspell. Alright. Opponent has to kill us at some point. We're going to make him kill us. Like, we're just going to keep... Eventually, we're just going to draw threats and mana, and something might stick. But before then, he's going to have to actually get us to 0 or deck us with his Jace. And look at this. We've got 7 mana in play already. Halfway towards casting Emrakul. Live slow, die whatever. Yep. Oh, God. How good is it going to be if this Chandra resolves and sweeps all these angels? I have a dream that this Chandra resolves. I have a dream that this Chandra resolves. Come on. Come on, Chandra. Big red sweeper. Daddy needs a big red sweeper. Shh, yo, cousin, be quiet. He doesn't have force. Another force on top of his deck. Alright, we're so unlucky. He had a Force of Will. Huh. So, we're going to bring in the Rabble Masters and board out the Blood Moons. And I'm going to try something here. I'm going to bring in Trinisphere and cut the Seething Songs. I'm going to see how this goes. Oh, we want a Chandra too, right? I'll bring in three Trinispheres. I think Trinisphere on the play could be really good. And on the draw, it's still okay. Yeah, both my kids are still awake, actually, too. I should probably put them down at some point. Last night, I just let them stay up until they passed out, which was kind of fun. That worked out, right? You just rolled over and fell asleep on the floor? Just like fell asleep mid-play. Letting them fall asleep mid-play is much easier than fighting with them to go to bed. So, you know, it's not like I have to be anywhere in the morning, so often I'll just let them do that. Ganker with the follow. Welcome. We did cut the Blood Moons. We cut the Blood Moons and brought in the Rabble Masters. And then I cut the Seething Songs and brought in Trinisphere and Chandra. It's going to do turn 1 Rabble Master. Yep, keep. Maybe I'm supposed to turn 2 Rabble Master here. Yeah, we're going to turn 2 Rabble Master because we can go Mountain and then City Rabble Master, and then the following turn go Float Mana, Mountain, Spirit Guide through the Breach Emrakul. So this is turn 2 Rabble Master, turn 3 Breach Emrakul. Armless Cat with the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. We could just through the breach him this turn. I think I'd rather Rebel Master him. I'm sure Terminus is on top of his deck right now, so... Yeah, this line plays around Force a little bit better, definitely. See, we can kind of play around things with our all-in red deck. Sure, man. You got it. So this is 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Now the question is, do I want to breach him? We lose to Spell Pierce this way, but I think that's fine. I don't think we're in the business of playing around things. How's it going, Philly? Philly is, that's Fitz, right? Never thought I'd see a Goblin Rabble Master get plowed, right? No, not the Spell Pierce! We're just the unluckiest. We're so unlucky. Oh, just a Sensei stop, sure. Let the baddie come into play. Come on, get down with your bad self, Miracles opponent. This matchup's miserable for this deck. The mountains are matching at least, which is all that matters. Oh, jeez. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, nerd. Have you considered getting wrecked today, nerd? Annihilator triggers. Sack your stuff. And then we've got Mr. Goblin here, just waiting to clean up the mess. This is 16 damage, puts him to 1. Never forget, Legacy is a skill game where the better player always wins. We clearly outplayed our opponent. We are just going to press submit. I'm going to bring in the 4th 3-ball. I want to draw this and see if it's good. Your opponent has a plethora of basic lands in their deck. That's why you set out Blood Moon. For people that are new to the stream, if you're enjoying it and you ever miss a stream and want to catch up, there are links below the stream to my YouTube channel, which has a bunch of archives in it. This hand seems pretty reasonable. It's slower, but I think slower and a little bit more consistent is what we want in this matchup. Mapamonte with the sub. Look at you, champ. You're the best, Maddie. I take back almost all the bad things I've ever said about you. God, up to 57, so we're up to, you know... Almost 10 new subs on the day. It's the most skill-intensive format, in opinion, at least. I think all of the formats offer different skill testing